Hello people, it's Cole. I'm so glad you're here to hang out with me today. So this week we're doing something real fun and special. A few weeks ago I did a flip through of Disney Adventure Magazine. Ooh, yes! There's a Playmobil ad here. I don't know if you're familiar, but Playmobil is a toy line that makes miniatures. I love Playmobil, grew up hard collector of Playmobil. Still have my whole collection, by the way. If you're interested, I'll make a video tour of it. So here it is. Let's just start in the living room. Okay, so this is the living room area here. This is not all just Playmobil stuff. This is a mix of Playmobil things, but also just miniature bits and pieces from lots of different places. So that's why we have kind of different scales, different materials going on, which is fun. I think that's part of the inherent charm of miniatures. So in the living room area, we have a Playmobil couch with a nice rubberized seat. Got this weird bloom, like dust stuff on it. But this is part of the Victorian living room set that was big into the Victorian stuff. A lot of this stuff is from that line. This is from a different Dollhouse, this couch, because it is notably cheaper. Doesn't have this nice rubber texture. It's just hollow plastic with some stickers on it. And this one I remember was part of like a pink Dollhouse that had like blue furniture. Some wooden items. A nice little cart. The handle did break off. The little wooden items were given to me by my grandmother when I was little boy. I got these little like wooden dishes from her for Christmas one year, which was very meaningful to me, very special gift, because that was the first time I ever got like a miniature item from my grandparent. How do I put this? It felt like a special gesture of visibility, like I see you as an individual, not as like a boy that needs a boy toy, traditional boy toy. I know you like miniatures. I know you're unique, and I'm going to get you miniatures because that's what you love. And that meant a lot to me. I didn't at the time probably understand the significance of doing that for like a really little, whatever, 6-year-old or however old I was. But that was a big move and made me feel more comfortable with something that might have been a source of embarrassment or insecurity growing up a little bit. Speaking of special wooden items, this is like one of the best pieces, I think. It's probably my favorite piece. So, mentioned before, a lot of the stuff that I have is like Victorian theme. It's from the Victorian line from Playmobil. They didn't have a TV, obviously, because it was Victorian. They didn't have TVs back then. So, I went to my mother and said,
Mom, I don't have a TV for my dollhouse living room. Help!
She took one of my wooden blocks and painted a Bugs Bunny face on it, and a little like screen. It has some little dials, and it had a bunny on it. I used to really love bunnies, so Bugs Bunny was an appropriate choice. Just lovely. I'm so glad I have that. Oh, there's this great grandfather clock. Look at that. It has a gold face and gold, whatever, chime in it. Ding donger, whatever that's called. Let's shift over to the dining room. This is the dining room here. Okay. I have quite a lot of pictures. I really like pictures. So there's this plastic true Playmobil pitcher, which is so cute. I just love that. Look at that. And also a coordinating teacup that goes with it. It is chewed on. A lot of these pieces are chewed on. I don't know if I chewed on that or maybe my brother did. And here's a ceramic pitcher, like a little creamer pitcher for a tea set. I need to go like this and do the beauty blogger thing. Oh, here's another chewed on item. These little books. Look at that. Very chewed on. Probably were very satisfying to rub your little yucky little tongue on the grooves of those books. I do love how a lot of these pieces are, like, they have a lot of detail. Like, these books have these gold painted details on the front, but also at the same time, they're stuck together. They're blue all the way around. There's no white pages, and the bottom is just hollow. I love that kind of push and pull of the commitment to the artificial or reality of these pieces. I don't remember where these like pink and purple pieces came from. That cart was also part of that. These dining chairs are very like princessy. Don't recall the backstory of those ones. They don't go obviously at all with the Victorian stuff. We're doing the best we can. This was the chairs. I have only one dining chair left that went with this. It used to be a 4-chair set at this dining room table. One left. I'm kind of surprised that I would lose them because I'm not irresponsible with my toys, clearly. I like to keep track of them. But they were gone. Beautiful fireplace. There used to be a fire that went inside of that. That's gone missing as well. Maybe I'm not as responsible as I think I am. This little pot. This is another kind of, I had to make up some stuff to have enough decorative items. So like that little wooden vase with a sprout in it. This is a basket that has some loose greenery that got pulled out of something else. I believe the basket came from like a desert themed thing or something like that. My brother dabbled a little in Playmobil because he wanted to be like his older brother, but didn't want to have this type of stuff. So he got some of like the butch stuff, like the cowboys and the ghosts and stuff. I think that's where this came from. Here's this I really, really love this secretary desk here. And then this cute blue kitchen chair. These kitchen chairs were like distinctive, different from the dining room chairs. I have a bunch of these like holiday plant pot things that I don't really like. I kind of never liked, but they came in like a multi-pack from the craft store, and so I just always kept them because, as I have mentioned, potted plants seem to be hard to come by. Well, let's pivot to the bedroom. Okay, so we're in the bedroom. I'm working on a triangle-shaped table here. The setup was a little weird, but hopefully you can see everything okay. Where to begin? Maybe we'll start with the seating area. These green rubber chairs went with the red rubber couch. Since I have 2 of them for some reason, they are going to be here today. Oh, shoot. You have no idea how many times this has happened to me. Filming this has been so hard. I'm too huge and clumsy. I'm not a little dainty little boy anymore. I just knock everything over. Anyway, rubber chairs. There they are. Also, there's a coordinating footstool. Oh my god. There's a coordinating footstool that goes with... Stay, please. This footstool is also chewed on. Has a delicious rubber top. Perfect for chewing on. Wonderful. So that's there. One thing about, I don't know why, but there was always a shortage of lamps with my dollhouse furniture. I don't know what the deal is with that. So I have 2. I only ever had 2 lamps. This purple one, which is a reading light, I guess, in the bedroom here. Oh, I should have had the bookcase in here. And this wooden one. This is another one that came in like a multi-pack from the craft store. So, fireplace. This blue fireplace, not as nice as the other fireplaces that was in the living room. This one is another one of the kind of hollow plastic ones that came from that same pink dollhouse set. It has a sticker on it with a nice little image of a fire in it. Still charming. You can see that I actually colored this with crayons when I was a child because I did not like that it was blue. That's not right. It should be red. It's fireplace. So I colored it with a red crayon. Didn't really work as I had hoped. This was a all-time favorite of mine, which is dollhouse within a dollhouse. Very American Girl, kind of a doll within a doll situation. I just love this thing. It is a real dollhouse. Look at that. The windows have, you can see through them. I was always particularly interested in the attic because you cannot get into that attic. You can just like see barely into it through the windows and the dormers. Really wanted to open up that attic and you can't do it. So it continues to be a mystery to me. Also, I don't know why where this little tiniest ever little pine tree came from, but I like to pair her with a dollhouse. The vanity is a newer item, not from, oh gosh, I'm sorry, that reflection is going like right in your eyes. The vanity is a newer item that is from something that DJ got me more recently in my adult life. My partner DJ got me, but I love the vanity so much. I love the pink and white. Little hairbrush in there. Let's see, can you see that? Look at that. Pink and white hairbrush. A dresser with the wooden lamp I mentioned before. This wonderful, wonderful, little, beautiful alarm clock. I just love this thing, even though it drives me completely crazy because it falls over constantly. And another kind of hollow back, old-timey vintage. See, there it goes. A dresser, yellow, with molded drawer fronts. In the sexy bed, we have none other than prized possession of mine, which is Kevin from the Backstreet Boys. It is a Kevin action figure. Burger King did a toy thing with a Burger King Happy Meal, no, not Happy Meals, with the Burger King Kids Meals toy release. They did a Backstreet Boys line for the Larger Than Life music video, which was like in 2000, I think. And I got a Kevin, and Kevin is so hot. Always was, still is. And look at how, look at this thing. This is like the sexiest action figure ever. This like absolutely informed my taste in men. So I still have him even though I don't like action figures. I like this. And Kevin was sleeping in this very effeminate bed, pink and purple with a heart headboard and some heart pillows. I only have this one single bed, so I guess Kevin and I will have to snuggle up real close. We'll put him back to rest. Very comfortable. This is like less than half of the stuff that I have. These are just some of like really, really super old stuff, but I do have a lot of other pieces. I have a whole dollhouse, which is disassembled right now, but I could put that together. I have a hair salon set, which is really, really, really fun because the Playmobil people have like clip-off hair. It just kind of pops off, so it has different clip-on ponytail, Tony Pony extensions and stuff. It's super fun. If you're interested in seeing more dollhouse furniture business, let me know, because this was very fun for me to film. And if you're not interested in this, I'm sorry that I had to be so self-indulgent and get all this stuff out and play with it, but sometimes you just have to have fun. If you want to see the Disney Adventures video where I found the original Playmobil ad that inspired all of this thing, I'll link that somewhere around here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and with Kevin today. I'll see you all next week for another new video. So until then, take care. Oh my God.